So we're still top of the league, we're fantastic in the Champions League, and we've just got a brilliant youth intake. It's all showing up Hertha Berlin. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the channel. This is our FM22 Hertha Berlin Journeyman, where we're attempting to go from non-league football to the Champions League. As I just mentioned, we've just got the preview of our youth intake for this season, and for the first time since I've been at the club, we have got an excellent intake. We've got those magical words where it says it could be a real golden generation for the club. We've got at least one good fullback, a good attacking midfielder, and then the rest of them aren't great. The strikers, I can't even see them. Oh, they're down here. The strikers have got an E. So we'll see what we get from this youth intake. Hopefully it's something good. I'll share that with you once we have got that far. And if you are interested in getting one of those players named after you, check out my Patreon link down in the description below, where the lowest tier will allow you to name one of the players after yourself if you do wish. That aside, since you were last with me, we've still been in excellent form. As you can see, it's wins all over the place. We beat Rapid Vienna Champions League. We've beat Mönchengladbach, Frankfurt, Freiburg in the league. We beat Monaco 4-1 in the Champions League. And then we did draw 3-3 against Wolfsburg in the last league match, which means the league table now looks like this after 14 games. We are level on points with FC Köln, who we will be playing in today's episode in the second match. As you can see though, we are 6 points above Bayern Munich, as are FC Köln, which is just madness. We've only had one loss apiece. We've got identical records this season, so this match against FC Köln in today's episode could be very, very important. We are fully going to skip the Milan match that I said we were going to do, purely because we've already qualified and we're guaranteed to finish first, even if we lose the next match. Monaco and Milan can both finish on 10 points, so we will be 5 points ahead regardless, so it doesn't seem like there's much point in actually showing that on the channel. Not when we've got a derby match against Union Berlin to come up, and then a match against FC Köln, which is first versus second on an identical record in the league, obviously depending how we both do today. Our lineup for this match against Union Berlin, though, is as follows. We've got Simon in goal, Castillo, Mancini, Lacroix and Valdez as our back four, Diallo, Silva and Traore in midfield, Cavarat and Renan on the wings with Ramos up front. It is a bit of a rotated side. Funk at the moment, we're giving him a rest. He's been out for a couple of weeks just because we've agreed we would give him a rest because he was looking very, very tired. We can see like the likes of Techa, Hoa, Lorenzo, Luca, Badino, they're all looking pretty tired. So we've had to go with a slightly rotated squad. Hopefully that means, though, we still get a good result against Union Berlin, and then our entire first team is ready for that match against FC Köln in the second part of the episode. I love them. I love their badge purely because it's got a goat on it, and I'm obsessed with goats for some reason. But I really, really want to beat them and give ourselves a little bit of breathing room at the top of the table. At the moment, if either of us trip up, even a draw is going to be enough to see us sliding down the table. I mean, our draw against Wolfsburg means that we're now level on points. We were still 2 points clear leading into that match. They've caught up with us. It's bizarre, though, that FC Köln are the team that are breathing down on X and not Bayern Munich, not RB Leipzig. I don't really understand what world we're in that this is the situation. We're just going to notch this down. I play it at a faster speed in between episodes just because, yeah, I have a full-time job, and as I mentioned, this is the last video I'm recording before I go get married on Monday, so I'm recording well in advance for this by a couple of weeks. By the time you see this, I will have literally been married and on my honeymoon and back from my honeymoon, but I obviously can't record while I'm away, so these are well in advance. So my apologies if you have commented on any of the recent videos and I've seemed to have ignored it in the follow-up videos. It's because I'm about 2 weeks ahead of you guys at the moment. But hopefully, as I was mentioning, gone a little bit of a ramble there, but never mind, let you know what's going on in my life. I'm not sure if anyone is interested or not, but you're getting to know this anyway. Hopefully we can go on a good run here once again. Those 2 points dropped are going to be important, but if we beat FC Köln, we can then go 3 points clear at the top of the table, theoretically. It's just, again, it's so bizarre that that's the team this season. Who would have put a bet on that at the start of the season, Hertha Berlin and FC Köln to be the two front runners in the league, and Bayern Munich be trailing around behind us in third. They're 100% firing their manager if they finish in third. It'll be bad enough them not winning the Bundesliga. Finishing third behind two other teams, I think, is enough to get whatever manager they've got there fired. I cannot remember who it is. I'll have to look at some point after the episode. But we've allowed Union Berlin bags and bags of space. It's crossed into the box. It has been put in the back of the net. We're not going to VAR either. Philip, where are you when we need you? Nowhere to be seen. And Union Berlin have gone 1-0 up in this. We just allowed this guy bags and bags of space over on that side. We eventually closed him down, but not exactly very well. And that cross into the box has just been met by Bellucci there. Nodded past Unai Simon. They've had one shot to our 6, but their one shot has gone in the back of the net. And, you know, that's kind of the point, really, isn't it? I know people call that getting FM'd. But realistically, it's your own fault you haven't put the ball in the back of the net. Sometimes Football Manager is just against you in that regard. But the players need to kind of wake up a little bit here. We get to like the 60th minute. If we're not at least looking like we're going to score, we're going to have to make changes again and bring on more of the first team. I mean, Kavrat's looking tired. Ramos hasn't scored yet. That's concerning. Our striker not scoring in a match. We're not used to that. Castillo's just hit the post and it's bounced back and kind of just hit Renan. We're going to say he had a shot. It was a tap-in. But realistically, I think it might have just bounced back and hit him in the shins. It has been awarded, though, so we'll take it off of this throw-in from Valdez. Diallo back into Traore, who made a run through the middle. And Castillo has... I mean, Castillo's had a shot. Renan's put his foot forward, and it's kind of hit the ball. I'm still not sure if we want to class that as a shot or not. Let me know down below. What do you guys think? Is that classed as a shot, or is he just a goal hanging... right place, right time kind of thing? I could agree with either argument, I think. We're going to take Kavrat off though and bring on Schubert on that side because he's now looking shattered. Valdez is just going to have to stay on because we don't really have anyone to bring on that right. We can use Badino, but he's tired. And we can use Funk, but he's not here because he needs time off. This should be the last game he is off, luckily. And Pep Ramos is having a decent game, but realistically... I think it is time to bring on Lorenzo Luca and hope that Lorenzo Luca is going to do his normal thing of popping up with a goal. That would be lovely. Renan here, throw in from Valdez into Renan, and now Lorenzo Luca doesn't jump for the ball. I was about to say, and Lorenzo Luca meets that one with his head because I'm so used to that happening that I just kind of assumed there that it would happen. Instead, it hasn't happened. He hasn't really made a lot of effort to get to that one. I know I didn't start you, Lorenzo Luca, but you were looking like you could barely walk. He has nodded this one onto Schubert, who's got his head to it and regained possession after Union Berlin head it away. And now can we do something with this? No, we can't, but we are going to absolutely have Schubert crippled. That's got to be a red, surely. Both feet, yeah, both feet lunged in. It's a red card and an early bath. And can we now use these 15 minutes left in the game to take advantage of Union Berlin being a man down to go and get ourselves a win? It could be that has just worked in our favour. Schubert into Lorenzo Luca there. Lorenzo Luca is absolutely cannon that one in. Referee is going to VAR. He may have strayed offside there. I really hope he didn't, because that was such a good goal. He didn't. We're 2-1 up. Beautiful stuff though. Castillo forward to Schubert with just a beautiful ball forward for Lorenzo Luca. And that one absolutely cannoned in off the post. Brilliant goal. It puts us 2-1 up, and it's going to mean we're now going to make our final substitution. Diallo's going to come off. We're going to bring on Calvin Phillips because I want to protect that back four. Some of them are looking a little bit tired, and I feel like now with 10 men down, we're going to try and plough forward, and I don't want them to be able to hit us on the counter. So Calvin Phillips can come on and just sit there in front of them and do what he does and be solid and defensive. Castillo over on the left now with a cross into the box. We can't meet that one. Phillips, the man I was just talking about, recuperating the ball there, passing it over. Valdez on the right, cross into the box to Lorenzo Luca. That's got to have gone in the first time, But if it didn't go in the first time, that Union Berlin defender made damn sure it went in the second. That was... I've seen some own goals, but he absolutely thumped that into the back of the net. Valdez here into Luca. I'd say that possibly crossed the line, but Bogdan there has just thumped it past his goalkeeper. I'm not sure what happened there. If we paid off the referee again, if you've been on the channel long enough to remember me paying off a referee with a suitcase full of money, props to you. But we may have once bribed a referee on the channel. Renan with a goal. We're now 4-1 up against Union Berlin. I feel like this scoreline now is flattering us a little bit, but we're going to allow it. We're not going to mind. The goal difference, if we're going to keep drawing with SC Köln throughout the season, the goal difference could be super important. I think we had 10 extra goals on them on goal difference when I looked, which is why we were top of the league. I'm happy to make that a few more, and it does mean we are back to being top of the league, both on 38 points. So FC Köln must be winning as well. And now we're just bringing the ball forward again through Mancini, who's coming straight through the middle, pretty much unchallenged. Ball out to Schubert, manages to keep it in, crosses it kind of into the box for Valdez to run onto. Back to Traore. Are we going to get a fifth here? Silva can't get his shot on target, so not going to add a fifth on that occasion. But we're looking good now. I mean, it took them going down to 10 men for us to fully solidify our dominance in this match. But since then, they've been all over the shop. Own goals and a red card. Not a good day to be a Union Berlin fan. You've lost the derby against your local rivals. And realistically, your team have... kind of just collapse. Calvin Phillips with a corner here though, into Lorenzo Luca, who does this time jump for it but can't get that ball on target. We've battered them as well. I know they're down to 10 men, but even before that we have utterly battered them. Great win for us. We've now got to sort of turn our attention instantly to FC Köln though. As you can see, we've got a positive 29 goal difference to their 18 after 15 matches, both level on points. Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig haven't played yet, but realistically, as long as we don't drop points, there's no way of them catching us. We'd have to drop a couple of matches as well. Pep Ramos is now 1 appearance away from making 15 league appearances, which would involve a pay rise. We're just praise Renan now, who got his 2 goals, and we're going to get straight over to that FC Köln match. Right, so we did just lose 3-1 against AC Milan, but what it did allow us to do was to field a heavily rotated side with players that haven't even played a game this season yet, and come into this match with a full strength, fully rested team. So our lineup against FC Köln is as follows: Simon in goal, Bastians, Valdez, Lacroix and Funk as our back 4, Diallo, Silva and Schubert in midfield, Bodino, Techahoa and Luca the front 3 this afternoon. Let's submit that one. Let's get over to the match against FC Köln. You can kind of see now, I've already clicked through, but it's blurred in the background how many changes we made. It's basically the entire team. We were playing with Al Hassan, for example, who's our 2-star but good potential centre-back in that match against AC Milan. Neuhaus started as our defensive midfielder. I don't think he's really ever played as a defensive midfielder apart from substitute appearances for 15 minutes at the end of the game when we're fully in charge of it and we kind of just need to rest someone. But we went with it. We've qualified top of our group, and now it's the possibly most important match of the season so far against FC Köln. This could allow us to go 3 points clear, or it could mean that we trail 3 points behind the top team. So hopefully it's the right way round for us. Diallo just picking up that loose ball there, back to the quarter, Valdez, and now we can start bringing the ball forward and building an attack of our own. Bodino into Luca, who can't quite reach it. It's cut out by the FC Köln defender. Funk, who should be fully rested after 3 weeks out, pinging that one over to Luca, who meets it with his head, but it has gone sailing over and behind for a goal kick. What I really want to do here as well is just keep a very, very close eye on these match stats over here, because I will go attacking if it means that we can win this game. We obviously have now sort of dropped back from using a constant attacking mentality to a positive one, just because we were starting to concede too many goals, being constantly attacking. Luca meeting that one again with his head, but once again it has gone over. But I know we're very, very good in attack as well. I still say we are much better in attack than we are in defence, which is why we've had to go to positive and kind of use our speed, use our very clinical finishing to get the goals when we do have shots, but also let us be a bit more secure at the back. And it does seem to have worked well so far this season. Now I've said that, we're conceding at some point in this tie. Ball play forward to Badino there. He's absolutely smashed that one into the back of the net for his 9th goal of the season. Another one who's been out for a couple of games now, just with tiredness, with a bit of fatigue. But you wouldn't know it from that one. He's come back fully rested, as has the rest of the team. Ball forward for him to run onto in between the two defenders there, and bullets that one past the goalkeeper to put us 1-0 up after half an hour played. And we are now in control of the match. In a minute, that league table, there we go, it's just ticked over, putting us top of the league and a couple of points clear again, which is lovely. It's exactly where we want to be. We want a little bit of breathing room. We're not going to win every match this season by any stretch of the imagination. We've got to obviously face this team again. We've got to face the Bayern Munich, RB Leipzig. At some point, we are dropping points. Just hopefully we'll be clear enough by then that it won't matter so much. Corner here being taken by Silva into Lorenzo Luca. Lorenzo Luca seems desperate to get a goal with his head today, and he's just not quite managing it at the moment. Didn't play in the match at all against AC Milan, not even as a substitute. He was on the substitute bench, but we never brought him on, just choosing to leave Pep Ramos on, knowing that we'd want Lorenzo Luca for this tie. It's kind of worked out. He's definitely threatening FC Köln's goal. What he's not doing is converting those chances yet. Hopefully he can get one here in the second half. Badino on the ball once again, playing it to Diallo, but it is quite a bit behind him, although we've managed to keep hold of it. That ball played in front of Schubert, though, is cut out by the FC Köln defender. Cleared very, very long. Lacroix is going to go pick that one up fairly easily, and now we're going to try and play out from the back and build a counter-attack of our own. Valdez bringing the ball forward here to Diallo, back to Valdez. Over to Bastians in bags of space. Forward to Schubert now. He's pretty much clear through on goal. Can he get a goal? He can't. He passes it to Badino though. And Badino does get a goal. That was some really, really good play by Schubert there. I fully expected there for him to take a shot himself, which I don't think he would have scored. But instead, just holding the ball long enough. Slowed down a little bit there. Allowed the defenders to be drawn to him before squaring it over to Badino, who puts it past the FC Köln goalkeeper for his second of the game, our second of the game, and we are now fully in control of this match. Silva with a free kick there into the area is cleared. Lacroix is going to go and get that one. Can we just keep this attack alive? We have done that. Funk bringing the ball forward now, skips past the defender, back to Lacroix again. Shrugs off a challenge there. Techahoa into Schubert. Funk. Schubert again. Silva. Luca. It's tiki-taka football into Techahoa, but that is a very soft shot at the end of it. It warranted a little bit more that attack than the final product that it ended up getting. But hey, look, we're on top. Once again, on the attack here. Lorenzo Luca nodding that one down to Badino. Cross into the box. It's a bit too far for Techahoa there, really. That's kind of made the attack fizzle out a little bit. Although we are still on the ball, so hopefully we can make something of it. Badino almost getting his hat-trick there. He had the chance to score his third of the evening. Snatched at that one a little bit and it's gone over the bar. With 67 minutes played now though, probably time to make a couple of substitutions, I think. I love having this problem as well of everyone's played really well, so who do you substitute? I mean, Valdez is the worst player on the pitch and I don't think he's had a bad match by any stretch of the imagination. Let's take off Techahoa and bring on Renan. We'll drop him to an inside forward. I don't want to click at you and have a look at you. I know what you look like. Pep Ramos can come on for Lorenzo Luca as well. Lorenzo Luca's had a good game, but he's not scoring. And I think at some point he'll probably leave the club. That might be the issue here, is we are doing so well. Badino, desperate to get his hat-trick. He just can't quite manage it this evening. I think that might be the problem, is if we get to January, we're in this sort of form. Our players are playing really well. We're still getting constant emails about Man United coming and scouting Techahoa. So I'd be very surprised if he's here past January. Although I think I pretty much said exactly the same thing in the summer transfer window, and we never had a bid for him, so I could be completely wrong. We might get through another transfer window without a bid for him. I'll be very, very happy with that. I'd love the money, because it's like £100 million bare minimum, probably closer to 110, 115. But equally, I don't really want to lose one of my best players who's been consistent. This is probably the worst season he's had, because he's not scoring a lot of goals, and he's still having a fantastic season. Bunker's picked up a knock, which is less than ideal. However, there was a cross into the box there. It looks like there was a shove. And Philip, come in Philip. We're just talking, and Philip's awarded the penalty, which I'm assuming Badino's going to take, because he is on a hat-trick here. Is the referee getting a card out as well? He is getting a card. He's just going to give Victor Chastra there a yellow card. And now I assume, yes it is, it's Badino taking this penalty. He can finally get his hat-trick. He's been trying all evening, and he is going to get it, converting his penalty. No pressure whatsoever. Never looked like not scoring that one. And I'm very, very happy for him that he scored his hat-trick there. He turned out to be a really good sign, didn't he? He looked a bit off last season. I wasn't too sure about him when he was first here. But actually, he's become a very, very good player. Not expecting to score a hat-trick every game, but he is capable of doing it, which is nice to have. And as we can see, that now puts us 3 points clear at the top of the table. The closest team after FC Köln are RB Leipzig on 32 points. Bayern Munich can go all the way up now to 32 as well, which is quite a long way behind us, as it turns out. And that's quite nice to have for once. Normally it's the opposite way round, of course, with Bayern Munich well ahead and us kind of trailing behind a little bit. So the only thing left to do in this episode that I think we can actually do in this episode, if I just click continue, it might tell us, is look at the Champions League draw. I have a feeling it's coming up soon, but I'm not sure how soon. It might be that needs to wait until the next episode, because I can't see it on the screen. So at the start of the next episode, hopefully we will have our Champions League opponents confirmed. As we can see on the schedule, if we scroll down, we're not going to be playing them until mid-February. End of February almost, so a little while away. So I'd imagine the next episode is very much going to be in here somewhere. We might not play any of these games. We might come back actually for here, Bayern Munich, the end of the January transfer window, and the Borussia Dortmund game I think would be quite nice. We have got the third round of the FB Pokal there as well. We played 2 games in a row against Stuttgart. But I think the Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich games are going to be a bit more important for the league. So we'll probably come back for those in the next episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do drop a like down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we try and get to 2,000 subscribers on the channel. It would be very, very much appreciated. Until next time, though, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the video on the screen now, and I'll see you over on the next one. Bye-bye.